Quick heads up, this episode was recorded back in September, so some of what Joe and Cleric say here will be a little bit outdated. Anyway, enjoy the episode.
As a disclaimer, Monster Fuckers Anonymous is indeed about wanting to love and have sex with monsters, but we want to make things extremely clear from the get-go. The monsters we will be selecting will be sentient and able to consent. Not all of the chosen monsters will be sapient, but we will not be endorsing zoophilia or bestiality. Anthropologically, monsters all around the world, and media representations of them, have had many racial and sociological implications. We will be as transparent and ethical as possible, while also sex-positive and mostly having fun.
Monsters. Creatures feared all around the world in folklore and myths. Terrifying beings such as the fiendish and frightening fae, demonic devils, sultry sirens, hazardous harpies, and countless chaotic creatures coming from crevices of every continent. As long as stories have existed, there's been one pressing question that has remained unanswered by scholars for generations. One powerful thought that has plagued our minds for millennia. Can we fuck these monsters? That is what we're here to find out today. Welcome to Monster Fuckers Anonymous.
Welcome, one and all, to another fantastic, wonderful, stupendous episode of MFA, aka Monster Fuckers Anonymous, show where we talk about monsters, talk about the lore, talk about everything about them, and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, whether or not you, yes, you listening, you driving in your car, you cooking food, you who's kind of just walking through the mall awkwardly if you're looking at a H&M wondering if the clothes fit you, yes, you should fuck these monsters. I am your creative creature consulting cleric. Here with me, as always, is the wonderful, the phenomenal, piece of fucking garbage shit doo-doo water that is Joe.
Wahoo!
Yes, wahoo. Because if you'll notice, me and Joe, we sounded crisp.
Crisp.
And it's all thanks to our Ko-fi supporters.
Our Ko-fi supporters. Thank you so much. Genuinely. We bought some new mics for the podcast. And so it's thanks to you guys and everyone who supports us on Ko-fi that we're able to afford it. And so we sound actually really good. So want to just say that on the top of the round.
And not like absolute shit.
All right. I don't appreciate that. You know, I've recorded 21 episodes.
No, literally, sometimes my quality has been worse than yours. So, I feel like we're both just sort of. Sometimes you could have a decent mic and your environment sucks shit out of your own ass. So,
for context, for people wondering what mic I was recording on before, it was like an Xbox gamer headset.
Is that for real?
It's actually for real. That's not even a joke. That's just genuinely not a joke. It was like one of those you use for gaming. So you have like the thing right to your side. It was genuinely an Xbox gamer headset.
I didn't know it was an Xbox.
Well, I have a PS4, so. All right. Well, now all right. We have Kez. I will say this. We have Kez joining us for this recording. So there's going to be a little bit of more vitriol coming out of me than usual. Because Kez just made a fucking face at me when I said PS4. And I'm going to. You're lucky your queen's dead. So with this episode, so you may be wondering what we're going to talk about this episode. And usually we have a guest, but Joe, I'm looking around. I'm searching around. There seems to be no one in sight.
Yeah.
It's just us.
What about that? Terrible. I hate this. Let's end the episode.
I'm actually going to cry because, Joe, I was excited to get back to our roots. To me, you and Kez just sit in a call together, having fun as friends.
Well, Kess is a dying little Victorian orphan, dying of consumption right now and is sick. So,
yeah, but I'm going to drag her corpse to these recordings no matter what.
So these are our roots. These are our roots that we're coming back to.
Our roots, everybody. But for right now, we need a topic. And I think, hold on, there's a pipe rising from the ground. Kez, you're going to have to put gamer noises in here. Congratulations. There's a pipe rising from the ground. And oh, what is this? A note is coming from the pipe.
It's my dick.
It's not your dick. It's an envelope. I don't know why your dick fits in an envelope. So now we're going to do the paper ripping noise. Kez, make it yourself. You're not going to, no Foley. You can't do Foley work. You have to make the noise yourself. Open the note. It's from Sakurai. This is such a shitty intro. It's the note from Sakurai saying, we should talk about Nintendo characters.
Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Reggie, he's retired. It's Bowser now. Yeah, the CEO president, his name is Bowser.
Oh, gotcha.
Which is fucking wild to me. But yeah, today we're going to be talking all about Nintendo characters, Nintendo villains, specifically, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes.
So, Joe, I have a question for you. What do you think makes these characters so endearing? So iconic, so, I want to slap my fucking meat on them.
I mean, that's a great question. I feel like the monster design was very much based off of just actual animals, rather than anything. I don't know. Not that it's, their designs are boring whatsoever. For the longest time, speaking of Bowser, I just didn't even know what he was. He's like a turtle man. Yeah,
he's turtle-ish.
Turtle-ish. These are like characters from the 80s and whatever. Some, I'm sure, even beyond that. I'm not sure. I wasn't a Nintendo child. I was a girl, and I didn't play video games. We just didn't have them.
Wow, rip you.
Yeah.
But unlike you, I'm built different, and I've played a lot of Nintendo games.
And I wasn't a girl.
And honestly, some of the worst years of my life. Now, but for those of you wondering how the show is going to work, we're going back to our roots, which means I've brought a Nintendo villain. Joe has brought a Nintendo villain. And as what we're going to do is Kez has picked a random Nintendo villain. We have no idea what it is. We have not discussed about it beforehand. We have not even remotely had that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to open it live while recording and decide then and there, should we smash this monster? So for that, it's going to be a fun time. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Joe, Kez, are you ready to get started? I don't care about your opinion, Kez. Joe?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, then. I think I'll start us off because I'm going to go with my pick. The Sultan of SWAT. The big boy himself. King DeDeDe! King DeDeDe is the arch rival to Kirby and self-proclaimed king of Dreamland. Greedy and gluttonous, the king often trades blows with our pink protagonist due to jealousy of Kirby's popularity, although each time failing miserably. But underneath all those rippling penguin-like muscles may reside a heart of gold. King DeDeDe's hot. I want this to be stated.
I don't know why you think that.
So I'm going to send you a picture on Discord right now. I'm going to send you a picture of King DeDeDe in our just general chat. Here's the first picture of him. This is the most recent one. I just want you to imagine him. He's from his most recent game appearance. Look at him. Kind of like he's a little bit fit. He's a little bit do all that. And now here's an actual canonical picture of him. This is what I'm about to send is canon. He looked like this in a game. Look how fucking yoked he is. Look how fucking yoked he is. He's fucking yoked. This is him.
He looks wrong.
For everyone wondering what picture I just sent, this is the King DeDeDe who's all muscled out. Like his pecs are coming out the chest. His arms are unnormally long but completely buff. This is a daddy. This is, and I mean this, but all in such terms. This is originally he's a dad bod. He's got a dad bod, no androgen, which is still hot. Mm-hmm. But then you turn around, he can be all fucking yoked out, gym dad, picking you up and saying, time to get sucking fucked.
I'm going to kill this pink alien and I want you to watch, is what he's saying.
Exactly. And you know what? I agree with that because Kirby's a menace. Kirby's a cosmic horror.
No, I love Kirby. Kirby is an eldritch abomination god. Yeah. And I love that about him. I will say.
That he's horrifying. Kirby, the concept of Kirby is horrifying in general. But this king is trying to keep the peace. Now, a little bit of background lore about King DeDeDe, just to be very front and everything about it. King DeDeDe is the self-proclaimed ruler of Dreamland. It's still unsure whether or not he actually rules Dreamland or he just owns a bunch of castles and just says fuck you to everybody. Because sometimes the citizens will listen to him and other times they're like, we go about it like King DeDeDe will make rules and we all just don't listen. So it's very much this very much big debate between whether or not he actually rules or he does, because he doesn't do any administrative stuff. He kind of just sits in his castle, eats, and fights. That's all he does, which is reasonable. Any monarch would do that.
No, literally.
But he hates there's a TV show which is Kirby Right Back at You, which I watched as a child. Which great show, honestly phenomenal show. But in that show, King DeDeDe is a bit more cruel than he is. Because in the games, he loves the citizens. Like he hates Kirby, but he loves the citizens. Like he'll be like, give me food. But if anyone immediately threatens the citizens of Dreamland, King DeDeDe will throw hands. King DeDeDe has beat up Eldritch Abomination cosmic horrors to save the citizens of Dreamland. He's like, no one fucks with my Waddle Dees. Only I fuck with my Waddle Dees. Which, reasonable. I understand. But there's also the concept of that, like in Kirby Right Back at You, he's a bit more cruel. He wants to be popular. He wants to be very much a, like, I want all my citizens to love me, but they all love Kirby. So he beats the shit out of everyone until they love him, and he proves that Kirby's a piece of shit. Which, a bit more cruel, a bit more anything like that. But I think King DeDeDe is a hot, sexy daddy.
Okay. I think the both of us, me personally, I have to get over the fact that this is a monarch.
One dead monarch already.
What's not one more? Okay, so the thing is that I am distracted by the fact that my first crush in Kirby Right Back at You show was Meta Knight.
Oh, Meta Knight's hot. I'm not even going to clown you on that. I'll be real. I'm not going to clown you.
Meta Knight is not hot. Meta Knight is not a Nintendo villain, unfortunately.
He kind of is. He counts.
Does he count?
Do you want to switch your pick to Meta Knight? We just make this a Kirby episode.
No. I mean, he was helpful at some point. So like King DeDeDe is like still an active problem.
He's considered an arch rival and he's one of the main antagonists because he's constantly going up against Kirby. But again, sometimes he'll team up with Kirby because he values the citizens more than he does. There's a point where they kind of squashed their beef, him and Kirby.
Yeah.
They had like an all out brawl like last time. And they were like, we're going to squash out all our beef. But King DeDeDe still has some low key resentment towards Kirby, which comes out in some other games when he has like to fight him. It's just like when they do make him a villain, it's more like, you know what? I still don't fuck with you a little bit. Like I'll help you out during like Star Allies. I'll help you out during all this stuff, but I still don't kind of fuck with you.
Meta Knight is just staying true to the natural reaction anyone would have interacting with Kirby, which is, how the fuck are you real?
Are we just shitting on Kirby right now? Is this what this episode's turning into?
I'm not shitting on Kirby. I love Kirby.
I'm shitting on Kirby. Kirby's like a freak.
Kirby survived that new Smash, like asteroid, big Earth death.
That's because he's Sakura's fucking child. He's literally. Listen. People make this joke.
Gave birth to Kirby.
People make this joke. I believe Kirby is Sakurai is Jesus. Sakurai is God. Smash is the Holy Spirit, and Kirby is Jesus Christ. He lived and died for our sins. Kirby is Jesus Christ incarnate.
I believe
and you know
that.
what? Maybe Meta Knight is Judas and King DeDeDe is Peter and Paul. We don't know. But before this metaphor gets lost in the sauce,
Kirby biblical revelations, monsters. It's relevant. It's all relevant.
Before we get lost in the sauce, you brought up Smash Bros. With something I do want to talk about, his moveset. And the reason I bring up his moveset is because, one, he's got the big fucking hammer, smashing it down, hard style. He can lift you up, twirl you. And two, he has something in the gaming community calls the suck and fuck.
What?
I believe this is canonically what it does. So, like Kirby, King DeDeDe can open his fucking jaw wide up and suck you in and to kind of vor you a bit.
How?
I don't know. He's a freak of nature. He's got that ability in a game, apparently, but he's a freak of nature. So he's able to do this. He's able to suck you up, give you that good suck, and then like vor you a bit, and then, just blew it. So I just want to imagine. The reason I bring this up is because just imagine the head.
Yeah, for sure. Also,
top tier. We call that vacuum suck. Oh my God, that's hurricane suck.
The hammer is either
I want to be on the eye of that storm.
His hammer is either a metaphor for him being hung or he's like overcompensating. And I will give the fear that he's overcompensating. Listen, MFA loves small dicks. It's fine.
That's true.
That's true. It's all valid. It's all great.
He's just yoked.
He's yoked. I understand that. But it's funny because our two picks are very similar to each other. So I'm trying to
the pick you stole from me, yes.
Yes, I did steal Cleric's idea because I didn't grow up with Nintendo. I only know 2 characters.
Joe
truly.
snake draft me, which is some bullshit.
He's, I don't know. Like, I'm so disinterested in King DeDeDe.
Okay, well, let me. Would I describe like a situation, maybe like a personality kind of thing that might fit? Maybe that'll.
Sure. I've watched the show. He sucks. He just sucks.
He sucks in the show. He sucks in the show. I'm not going to even. He does suck in the show. But
Yeah.
I think that's his worst quality. I think that's when he's in his worst. When he's at his best, he's just a guy. He's at his dad bod. He likes to eat. He has a whole castle that he just wants to live with you in that castle. He's strong. Like, you think he's not that strong. He'll pick you up, toss you around, flip you around. He is strong. He'll take you up, like do all the 9 works. He just wants you to eat, have a good time, be together with you. And he just wants to sleep, nap, and and just fuck you. I believe in my heart of hearts that this yoked up little penguin man is a fucking service top.
I don't think so, actually.
He's a pillow princess, but
He's a pillow princess, Cleric.
I know.
I know he is.
But that's hot. That could be hot in its own way. Like servicing, like dad bod king. Do you have a problem with dad bods, Joe?
I have no problem with dad bods, but do you want to service top someone who's an annoying pillow princess? Like, not even annoying in like a fun way?
I mean, yes and no. Like, at first, okay, I'll be real. I'm not marrying King DeDeDe. This ain't fuck, marry, kill. I'm not marrying King DeDeDe.
This is fuck or kill. And this is
fuck or
for
kill.
Me.
What was to kill every monster? Did I ever hear today's episode? Fucking King DeDeDe. I mean, I don't know, because I would fuck King DeDeDe. I don't know if I would be like a pill. Like, it would get old. It'd get old fast. So unless he switched up and be like, hey, let's like do something different. Can you service me? Or like, can I get that vacuum hurricane suck 9000? I don't think that's really going to work, you know?
Do you know what I'm imagining? This is my scenario. He's the guy, he's the yoked guy in porn that is annoyingly so full of himself that he smacks his dick on your face before you suck his dick.
Oh, that wasn't the worst.
And it's a big dick. However, he basically punches you in the face with it.
Like, here's the thing. For everyone who's wondering, that can be hot in certain extent, but if I'm not expecting it, I'm going to feel some type of way.
Yeah. It's like King DeDeDe smacks your clit without telling you, you know?
Yeah. I feel like he doesn't even know where the clit is, so he just takes his nub and just smacks it down, and it's just like...
Just against the whole thing.
Yeah. And you're just like, wow, what the fuck? And he's just like... like that.
Is that what he sounds like?
No, he has like a Jersey accent. He's just
does, which makes it worse.
Right back at you. Hey, yo, let me smack your clit.
Smack your clit with my
let me
huge
smack
dick.
your clit right back at you.
King DeDeDe is Danny DeVito, which honestly is not bad. However, if it was King DeDeDe versus Danny DeVito would win.
Danny DeVito would win, but also Danny DeVito's a real person. So.
He's a real man, so we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
I don't know what else there is to say. I feel like let's
just jump into the Papa scale and just kind of adjust it from there and kind of figure things out. So Papa scale, starting always with possibility, how possible it is to be with this monster due to their personality, location, and just general being. I think possibility, we're assuming that we're in dreamland. I think this is the situation. We're assuming we're in dreamland. I think it's sort of possible.
Yeah,
he's constantly in town. He's around. He's talking. He's always kind of like vibing. So I think it's really possible. His personality, on the other hand, he's gluttonous. He's greedy. I think he'd be like, "Oh, you want to fuck me? Well, yeah," kind of thing. I know, Kez, don't fucking look at me like that. Don't look at me fucking disgusted. I'm not giving him a sexy voice. King DeDeDe doesn't deserve a sexy voice. I want you all to understand that. King DeDeDe doesn't deserve that. There's one other monster from Nintendo that deserves a sexy voice, and I'll reserve that voice for them. But, no. It's going to be a no. It's going to be a no sexy voice for King DeDeDe. I'm going to give this a 5. I think this is just about average.
Yeah, I feel like that is good. I don't even want to say 5, but I know that it's a 5, so.
Sometimes you just gotta relent.
Okay, weirdo.
All right. Okay. I don't like how you fucking said that. Attractiveness. How attractive King DeDeDe is due to his personal appearance and personality.
No.
He's hot. I don't know what you need to say about this. Look at the yoked up fucking King DeDeDe.
There have been monsters aplenty that are yoked up, but have not received a good score. So
these are true things. I'm gonna be.
This is a 2.
Oh my god, that's actually super fucking low. That's wow. I don't think DeDeDe deserves a 2. That's kind of wild.
It's not a 1.
That's not a positive though.
But it's a 2.
It's not a 1. Okay, our lowest score, like right above it. Like it's not that. I'm giving this a 6. I think King DeDeDe deserves a 6. His personality is really what weighs him down. Even yoked up version also looks like a freak. I'll be honest. I just know he's strong and he can lift me up and like do everything he wants with me, and I think that's hot. I also know that, as we described, he's a pillow princess. That probably won't change. Yeah. So this is mostly for dad bod King DeDeDe, where he has a heart of gold. 6.
Okay, that's fair.
Now for
audacity.
How audacious it is to be with this monster. I don't think it's that audacious, to be honest.
I don't think so either. Like he's pretty involved.
He hangs out. Like I said, he's greedy. He talks around. I'm gonna give this I'll give this a 7. This will be a little higher.
This is gonna be one of those like wins because of mediocrity or something.
It really is. I'm gonna be honest with everyone here. I think this is a mediocrity win, but it's mostly on me. I think I'm the one who's like putting the higher score. You've given him a 2 on attractiveness, so that's on me to weight him down. And I think parental approval is going to be a low score.
Yeah.
So the only reason audacity is high is because he's around. It's audacious because he's a king too.
Can you remind me if he like subjugates anybody or like kicks people out or like exile? Like, does he do anything like bad in terms of decree?
Yeah, sometimes he does. If I'm remembering through, like, if we're doing Kirby right back at you, he constantly makes decrees and laws that are like cruel and just like fuck over the townspeople. But I will also say, in the games, he makes sometimes rulings. He sometimes does stuff. The people at Dreamland don't listen to him sometimes. Like there's again a very much a strong debate whether or not he's a ruler just in name. Like if he just calls himself King DeDeDe and no one has enough like,
and he's a dictator.
Care. Yeah, like no one has enough dictator. Care to like change it or like do anything about it.
Yeah.
Well, everyone else is kind of like, okay, maybe that's cool. Like maybe like King DeDeDe sometimes has some good rules and he protects us every once in a while.
Because he is strong.
He's strong.
This is a 5. I don't even want to give him a 5.
I think I'm going to lower mine down to a 5 as well. Honestly, talking through it and like doing it through audacity, I think a 5 is fair, genuinely. Now, for parental approval, would our Christian immigrant parents approve if we brought King DeDeDe home if we were in the land of Dreamland? The answer?
I don't know if it's no. I don't know if it's no.
I think it is.
Why?
Well, he's, again, a penguin. A penguin-like monster.
Well, if we are in fucking Dreamland, then it doesn't matter, right?
True. All right. If we're in Dreamland, sure, maybe not. But he's greedy. He's gluttonous. He's kind of just a shitty person. Even if you're dating him, I think he's going to be like, bring me food. It's like, hey.
Your parents don't like money?
I was born.
I was born a Victorian orphan.
I grew up poor, so we like money, but also money is the ultimate corruptor. My parents are like rich people.
They don't like rich people?
They don't like rich people. My parents like will watch like Below Deck and shit like that, and like other like they think a lot of things is pretentious. But also they do pretentious things. So I don't know. It's like we're gonna be into this debate of like where they kind of fall on the line of how much is like my parents don't like the monarchy, but they also like don't like the global elite. I don't even know. I think this is again just a 4 because I think his personality is what's going to really be the deciding factor here.
I can't even say that it's below 5.
I think. All right. Well, what
was your score?
I give it a 4.
I'm going to echo that.
I think a 4 is fair.
Echo that. Echo that. Okay.
So with that, we have our overall scores all together. Now it's time to add them up and figure out what we gonna do. How does King DeDeDe add up? How does King DeDeDe stack to the already amazing monsters we have on our list? So let's pause for math.
Happy New Year from the MFA team. Kez here with a few short messages. First, a big thank you to all our listeners who continue to support us on our Ko-fi. That's Gav, Christian J, DeDeDe, Akima, and Funzo Sirawali. On our Ko-fi, you can find regular announcements and behind-the-scenes updates, and our members get access to the updated scoreboard with each new episode, as well as the outtakes. You can find us on ko-fi.com/monsterloverpod, or go to our Twitter @monsterloverpod. That's all from me. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Welcome to Goblets and Gaze. We are a Pathfinder 2e focused podcast that uploads every Wednesday. In our flagship show, Blood of Kings, you can listen as a gaggle of gays grows into heroes together, from their adventures hunting down a lost city to trying to open the Feywilds to save the magic of the world of Cyrene. You can also join us every Monday over on Nat20 Productions' Twitch channel for Wayward Arcadium, our very chaotic game set in a magical school. Listen as our cast tries to pass all of their classes while dealing with drama from all sides. You can find our shows anywhere you listen to podcasts. Follow us on all social media channels @Goblets and Gaze. Join our Discord community and support us on Patreon for early episodes and special releases. And remember, eat your vegetables.
All right. Now that we're back, Joe, can you tell us where King DeDeDe is? What his scores are?
Yeah, so for you, Cleric, just a solid 5. For me, 4, which unfortunately gives King DeDeDe a 4.5. We don't have a guest to weigh things down.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
4.5.
4.5, I think that's fine. 4.5 is solid. That's a little bit above, like it's right before the middling point, but then also not in our bottom, like near our bottom half.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
It's 0.1 points above Venom. Let's just sit in our mistakes for a second.
Maybe the Papo skill isn't good.
That's true.
But we're not changing it now. We can't afford to. So with that, we figured out what you're doing with the dominating King DeDeDe. Time to go to Joe, your pick. Joe is coughing into the mic.
No,
Joe
sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze.
Joe is dying.
So speaking of another monarch and also a name that we've already spoken multiple times this episode.
Elizabeth?
Yes. Multiple utterances of Queen Elizabeth.
She is a monster. That fucking colonializing bitch. I'm sorry to our British listeners.
No, I'm not sorry. Fuck you. If you're a royalist, stop listening to MFA. Anyway, to the great demon lord Koopa himself, I will be talking about Bowser.
Fucking snaked. I was snaked this episode.
Bowser is the main antagonist of the Mario franchise, Mario's arch-enemy in battle and in love. Sort of. The great demon King Koopa is a monarch, militarist, and spiked bipedal tortoise. Common interests of his include kidnapping princesses, mass destruction, and leading his Koopa troops to take down all iterations of Mario. With his razor-sharp teeth, the red shock of hair, and ability to breathe fire, his influence has reigned since 1985. Cleric.
You fucking snake picked me.
Do you ever think about how both of our picks are incels? Because the problem here is consent. The first problem is consent.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to put a kibosh on this one right now, instantaneously. First of all, there's a standing Mario theory, like one that has been sort of corroborated by Sakurai himself, that all the Mario games are technically just actors. They're plays. It's plays. All of them are plays that are going around. So Bowser is just playing the villain of the play. And that's why
makes him so much hotter. That makes him not a real incel. That makes King DeDeDe a real incel.
King DeDeDe is an
Bowser.
incel. This is true. Well, King DeDeDe also doesn't kidnap women. King DeDeDe has no problem with women or anything like that.
He doesn't kidnap women.
He doesn't kidnap anybody.
Women.
He doesn't kidnap women. He doesn't do any of that. He literally just eats, stays in his castle, and beats the shit out of a pink fuck.
That's what I do. And the pink fuck is my... Anyway.
So Bowser is like an actor in this, and that's why they're able to play party games together, how they're able to do go-karting and tennis and all this other stuff. It's because they're just they're actors together, and they're just being like, technically they're like stars. And so that's a theory that even like Sakurai or whoever makes the games. I'm sorry if I'm getting like the person wrong. Miyamoto. Sorry. Miyamoto has been like alluded to kind of, and is kind of like joked around with, but that's like the most popular theory of like Mario games, which I personally, that is my like headcanon lore that I'm always going to go with when it comes to Mario. So that makes Bowser, I love Bowser. I want this to be said. I think Bowser is one of the best villains just in general when you put into that context where he's just like an actor. He's a villain actor that everyone has to be with. He's also a loving father.
He's a loving father.
He's a loving father. He has Bowser Jr. He's got the Koopalings. He takes care of those kids. He loves them. There are games where like Bowser Jr. goes wild and does some random shit, and Bowser dogs him down. He's like, listen, you can't be acting up. I know you wanted like I think it's what is it? It's in Super Mario Sunshine. Haven't played that game. Don't care.
Right.
Yep.
Bowser is a militaristic monarch, and yet he's a gentle parent.
Yeah.
And then he subscribes to gentle parenting.
He does. You know, Bowser Jr. I think kidnaps Peach in that game because he wants a mom. And Bowser's like, listen, just because you don't got a mom doesn't mean you don't have me. And there's but like also, this. Yeah. No, what you got? This is your pick.
But also, it's funny because Bowser Jr. had to learn that from somebody.
That he didn't have a mom?
No, that he kidnapping women is a response that you should just have when you feel patriarchally like.
Well, here's the thing. In the Mario world, again, we're doing this. Yeah. Haven't you ever acted out to your parents because like you didn't like you just need to learn something or like you just
my bad. My dad has never kidnapped women in response to anything, and I have also not ever done that. So what do you mean? What do you mean?
I'd like to plead the
I've
fifth.
not committed major felony because my dad made me mad.
But I think Bowser is a very good just father figure. I think he's solid all around. He just wants to marry. He just wants to settle down, get a wife, raise his kids.
I will say I love Bowser and Peach as like a headcanon alternate universe where everything's fine. It is pretty juicy, the idea that Bowser Jr. is their actual love child in any capacity. Love that. Yeah.
I've seen like images on Twitter and Instagram where like people make comics of it where they're like raised together and Mario's just like this weirdo who keeps coming in and is like, stop fucking, I'm trying to spend time with my child.
Fuck you, Mario.
Mario's like, I will save you, princess. I believe that this is a marriage against God.
And then Princess Peach says, you're Italian. Get out of here.
That's the problem with him?
Yeah.
That's it?
That's my problem. Anyway.
If you're Italian, I'm not that sorry, but I'm also just like.
Can we also talk
about Italians?
No, about some of Bowser's Smash moves.
Oh my god, I love playing Bowser in Smash, so 100%.
Flying slam, huge ass, huge hands.
He fucking just stomps you. He fucking crater stomps
with his
your fucking
ass.
With his ass. Imagine that on your pelvis. Oh my god, he fucking goes hard. Oh my god,
and
if he's on top,
his skins. He's like, there's a particular one where like I feel like the more common design for Bowser is that he has more like undershell, kind of like the beige color.
Yeah.
But in this one, he looks fucking sleek. Like there's more noticeable scales all around him. He's very much more like dragon turtle kind of look. He looks great.
He looks hot. He
also
looks so
clearly
good.
yoked.
I love him. I love one of his moves where one of my favorite moves of Bowser is where he grabs you and he like tosses you. He jumps in the air, does a fucking spin, and then slams down. It is excellent. One of my favorite moves in the game. And I want him to do that to my fucking cock.
Yeah, exactly. On this Fanbyte website, it literally says, strengths. It's Bowser. He's big. He hits hard, breathes fire, and destroys hopes and dreams with his spiked shell up smash. What an incredible sentence. That was honestly, that's my entire description for him.
Redo it. Redo the description with just that.
No. Just a classic king. This whole actor thing is incredible to think about. Like, do you know about the common like fanfic trope of like all the characters were just actors and everyone's alive and fine? Like I can just imagine him being like, I respect you, Princess Peach. I hope that I didn't hurt you or do anything. And like,
he's a respectful kid.
know.
Honestly, if it's the actor thing, I know he's respectful. It's like, hey, listen, I'm sorry that I have to grab
Yeah.
you and like do all this other stuff. I really like make sure like if I ever like if everything you get uncomfortable on top of my shell, please like no, we'll stop or like we'll stop and we'll take a break. So you
yeah.
feel more
And then
comfortable.
Princess Peach is like, do it. I don't know why.
Princess Peach is like, grab me harder.
Grab me harder, actually. Smack me.
Choke me out. Oh my god, imagine him choking you. Oh.
Yeah. Like his hugs. Come on. Dad bod.
I want him to crush me, Doug. I'm gonna be so real.
I want him to fucking kill me with his ass.
I want him to Princess Peach me. I want him to kick me up, throw me over his shoulder, and be like, "You're mine now." And I'm.
I feel like him going after Peach in particular, Peach's loves his ass, works on his ass.
Princess
Fuck
Peach is
Mario.
all ass. Fuck Mario.
Princess
sucks.
Peach is all ass and lips.
Hot.
Anyway.
Possibility. Now, for possibility, I think this is going to be actually fairly low.
Yeah, because you have to go through a whole... If we are Mario in the situation, we have to jump through a bunch of OSHA violation hoops.
Yeah. We got to go through pipes, go to different worlds, beat his adopted kids and then his actual child sometimes.
And his troops.
Yeah, and all his troops just to be like, yo, can I suck your dick? Fuck Peach, let me suck your dick. And which is the case, he really only goes after, if we're going with the fact that he's like a monarchist, he's going after other monarchs, and we're not that. So it's going to be a hard, convincing stuff. So I'm going to say this is like a 3. I think that's fair for possibility.
That's fair. That is fair.
Mm-hmm. As for attractiveness, 10.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Kez just made that fucking face when we both said 10. I was just like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's just so many iterations of him at this point, and like every iteration of the King DeDeDe, any attempt to make him look hot just looks freaky.
Have you seen him in like a golf outfit? Hold on, let me see if I can find the golf.
Oh my god, yeah, Dad.
All his outfits. King Bowser in like fucking different outfits is so. Oh my god.
The Dad nut.
Let's see if we can find his fucking. While I'm doing this, the attractiveness 10 out of 10. Let's do audacity while I look for this image.
It's audacious, isn't it?
It's pretty audacious.
Yeah. He breathes
he looks
fire.
like Guy fucking Fieri in this one.
Guy Fieri.
Hold on, I'm putting the picture down.
Honestly, Guy Fieri is a surprisingly a good guy.
Yeah, no, he's really good, apparently. He does a lot of stuff. He's better than Bobby Flay. Fuck you, Bobby Flay.
He is. Fuck you, Bobby Flay.
Fuck you, Bobby Flay. I fucking hate you, dog. I actually hate you.
Look at his, like, he is like this e-boy, like...
He shops at Spencer's.
Emo Sasuke... like thing.
I imagine Bowser Jr. takes him. I imagine Bowser Jr. takes him to Spencer's and Hot Topic, and he's like, "I want to buy a shop here, Dad." And he's like, "I'll support you." So he's like, "But I don't want to go and shop alone, Dad." And he's like, "Don't worry, son. I'll get something with you." And so he does, and he buys these whole outfits with his son.
Yeah, we love that. We love it.
Audacity. I think this is pretty audacious. I'll be real. This is like. Oh god! Wait a second. Here's a little picture. Here's this picture. Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh.
Look at them. Look at them. They're golfing together. You can't tell me he's not a supportive father. As for audacity, I do think it's audacious. We have to get, like, sometimes you have to cross a lava pool. Sometimes you have to cross this. He's a monarch. He's somebody who's doing all that.
Sometimes you're playing golf, though. Sometimes you're playing golf.
Sometimes you're playing golf. You know what? That actually, that changes.
Playing tennis.
You know,
sometimes you're playing your go-karts.
We have to change some scores. Because we didn't factor in A, the actor playing, which is fine. We don't really have to factor that one in. But B, the amount of games that you can play as a golf character, tennis, karting, where you can be your own me character, which means that's your self-insert, which means you can meet him on the track. Raise that possibility up to a 7, raise audacity down to like a 3. Because like talking to him while you're karting is gonna be difficult because you're trying you're sporting.
You're making too much sense right now, Cleric.
I know. It's a fucking rare thing that's happening right now.
I don't know if it's as high as 7. I will probably go to a 6. And for possibility...
Oh, no. 7's not audacity. I'm sorry. 7's not audacity. 7 is the possibility now.
Oh, yes. Your audacity is 3.
Yes.
For possibility, I'll scoot up to a 6 instead of a 3. And then I'm going to echo the 3 audacity.
Nice.
Okay. I feel like It's funny because I feel like I want to average out the more intense situations because these are all still competitions, but I'll fuck with it in a second. Parental acceptance is where we're gonna.
This is gonna be the make or breaker at this point, because again, we're imagining that we're in the Koopa world, we're in the Mario world, whatever the fuck it's called, or like say we're in the Koopa Kingdom, and if our parents would approve if Bowser came home, I think they would, in the worst sense. What I mean by that is, I think they would approve of like Bowser being there. They'd be like, okay, he's a monarch, he's got money. I think they'd be upset that he's a single parent.
Oh,
they'd be like, you're married, like he already has a child. Are you ready to be a parent? Are you ready to be like an adult? Are you ready for that? And I have to say, I like DILFs and MILFs. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's when you have to come out as a DILF lover. For sure, for sure.
To any DILFs or MILFs listening to the episode, if you ever come into my DMs,
we support you.
We support you.
And we would support you and your child.
I'll take a full-time job. I'll do it.
Anyway.
Anyways.
I don't fucking know how to even approach this.
I'm giving this a 5. I'm doing this a middle of the road 5.
I feel like that's fair also, just because like appearance wise and you know, what he does, like I blow up a little Italian guy every now and then. Or I kidnap women. Or
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor. That yeah.
You got a number for me, dog?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know. Again, I want to balance some intensity.
I think 5 is very much fair to go because it's that middle of the road. If he's intense like a kidnapping like monarch, it's still like, okay, he's a fucking monarch. If it's an actor, he's kind, he's caring, he's a loving father. I think it'll work out either way having those conversations. Even in his like, he's very like kind of abrasive, like, ha, like I'm taking all your money, I'm taking all your stuff, which is stuff he does, but that's just like kind of like that would I see bigger than the low end because like in Mario parties and Mario Garfs, he's very much like, fuck you, Mario. But he's a lot of fuck you Marios.
It's a lot of fuck you, Mario. I'm going to do 4.
I think it's fair.
Parental acceptance.
I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad. All right.
Good.
Okay. You don't have to say good. You know, you could have just been like, could have just had a normal
just supportive.
You could have just been fucking supportive, you know?
Yeah.
Why do we have to do this during the recording? Come on.
Well, Kes just cut it out.
Kes cut it out. Now let's just jump to our overall scores.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. How does King Bowser looking?
King Bowser is looking. Both of us have the same score for him, which is a 6.3, which does make Bowser a 6.3.
Honestly,
between the two of us,
that's fucking iconic. I love that. Shout out. I think he's above average. He's even above the 5s. He's in the 6 range. King Bowser deserves that. He's a loving father.
He's above. He's above Cuchulainn.
We like Cuchulainn.
He's above Cuchulainn.
We like Cuchulainn too high.
I disagree.
You know, we got to reorder this list. That'll be the last episode of the season. Just reordering the list.
That's always been the plan.
Always been the plan. All right. Well, that's all for the. I keep going every time there's a B. I always go for bombastic, like fucking bombastic Bowser.
Butt ass.
Bootylicious Bowser.
There we go.
And now it's time to move on to our producer pick. And Kez, you saved the juicy one for us, haven't you? All right. All right. So me and Joe are going to open this up at the same time to see what we got. Joe already kind of spoiled it for themselves here.
This is a listener pick by @GalaxyBun on Twitter. Shout out
fucking Shion. Oh, this is going to be horrendous, dog. I already know. It's fucking... Oh, shit. I saw Shion tweet some stuff like, you're doing Nintendo characters? I saw it. Fuck me, dog.
Yeah, we did see that.
All right, I'm going to open this up. Like, I have it on my phone, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock my phone. It's the first thing I should see. All right, I'm doing that in 3, 2, 1. I'm not mad at this pick.
I did already see it.
Yeah.
But I think that this picture that we're looking at has a very phallic, just like visual central focus tail situation going on. So Already solid. Already solid.
Who we're looking at, which is, again, I'm not mad, and one of my favorite Nintendo villains, I think, was one of the ones I was debating with bringing besides, Mother Brain. Mother Brain was an option for this fucking
Oh my fucking god.
Imagine fucking plowing Mother Brain. But we're looking at the Metroid villain Ridley. Ridley is a high-ranking space pirate resembling an emaciated pterodactyl dragon with glowing eyes. He is the archenemy of Samus Aran and one of the most common recurring characters and antagonists in the Metroid series, appearing in most of the games. Sadistic and bloodthirsty, Ridley delights in death and destruction. As such, the space pirate leader is fittingly referred to as the cutting god of death. Ridley, okay. I want to say this before we get real into it. I like Ridley's design. I think Ridley is fucking hot as shit. Like, genuinely. Most reptiles are going to always rank high in my book because I think they're generally hot. Like the pterodactyl, the space vibe. I love it. I love the tail. I love how fucking
I love
huge.
a space pirate.
I love a space pirate. What I don't love is a space racist.
Which is, yeah, fair.
Yeah. So usually in games, as it's stated, Ridley doesn't talk. Like none of the space pirates do. He just kind of yells and like tries to kill Samus because he hates women. No, he just hates everyone.
Yeah.
But in the manga, or where like as we were reading a little bit more of Ridley lore, he's more overt. He's sadistic. He's fucking torturous. Like he literally will eat, he saw a mother shielding a child and then ate the mother and then beat the child to death. He also believes in space superiority. Like he believes that him and the rest of like some other certain races of like space pirates are better than everybody else, and there are lower life forms. Which, again, just call me a slur. We can move on from here.
Yeah, that's a choice. That's a big choice.
So, not vibing with that a lot. But he is so hot.
But he's tall.
He's got a tongue.
He's got a tongue. That's like that's one of the things.
His tongue is long.
Absolutely.
He can fucking look me up and down, twirl me around.
Yeah, if he can get past the humans are lower life beings, he can get it. However,
he doesn't. He hates Samus with a burning passion because one, her father did something like to stop like him from like getting money, so he hates her father. But then he's
a capitalist too.
He's a space pirate. He was stealing. He was robbing and shit. So he was like
right.
So her father stops him. Then something happens to her father. I forget what happens to Samus's father. But then he went to where she fucking lived, ate her mother, and then because Samus escaped, he considers it one of his worst nightmares that he let that little girl escape to become Samus.
God damn. And now Samus is jacked.
Yeah. God, if Samus was considered, well, Samus might be considered a monster because she has Metroid DNA in her. Smash.
What the fuck?
I love that with this new mic. I could just, if I ever want to get intense, I could just get real close to it.
Smash. Yeah.
Please call me Samus. I miss you.
I miss you. Anyway, I don't know what else to get into. I feel like
I think the personality is really what drives this pick, because if we go by just game lore, he's just a giant monster that kills Samus and hates Samus. And that's really what it is. He's a giant, like he's humongous. Like a big complaint that used to be in like Smash Bros was like, Ridley's too big to be in Smash, which shut the fuck up.
Is he in Smash?
He's in Smash. He was one of the additions to Smash Ultimate, one of the big picks besides like, hey, we've been begging for Ridley, but there's always been like, he's too big because he's very much tall. He's, I think, a couple, like he towers over spaceships and shit. He was in the original, he was in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, my favorite of the Super Smash games because of the story mode. But he was a boss in there. He was humongous.
His Smash look is not great.
His Smash looks makes him look like a hunched over like little worm boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
put that on the record. Kesta started wiggling around like a little worm boy.
Little worm boy?
Yeah, he doesn't look great.
He doesn't look good. That's not.
He looks wrinkly.
That's
and, like saggy.
Cyber Ridley, the one you just posted. That's Cyber Ridley, where he gets like fucked up and like rebuilt. Original Ridley is a little bit more wrinkler, wrinklier, a little bit more wrinklier. He's wrinklier. So he has a different look than that one, but that's Cyber
Okay.
Ridley.
Cool.
Yeah. So he's just somebody who's very sadistic, very much like, I hate people, I hate you, I hate everyone. I'm going to kill and still like murder, and I feel good about it. You know? That's his kind of just vibe. Let me see if I can actually pull up a picture of Big Boy Ridley. Just so we have a little bit of context here.
I want to look at some Ridley porn. Let's see what disaster I...
All right, that's what we're going to do. Everyone, just give us a quick second as we pull up Ridley porn, just for us.
Everyone, why don't you pull up your phones now? Let's go ahead and see.
This is going to be a group effort where we're all going to pull up our phones and look up Ridley porn. Just 1 second. One moment. What the fuck is this picture? Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. I'm putting it in the chat. It's not bad because it's not horrendous. There's no dick in this one.
There's Ridley and Bowser.
Hold on. Here it is.
Oh, this
Here's
is great.
Ridley double cheeked up in Samus Aran's costume.
I did see that one. I saw that one.
Oh my god, this would just be a segment on its own where we just rule 34 Kez's picks.
No, literally. No, this is Xian's pick, so this is worse.
Xian,
this is I'm very down for this jacked Ridley.
Oh, this fucking well, Ridley, okay, I want to make this is not really canonically where Ridley is. Ridley's not jacked. Ridley's a scrawny little baby boy. Ridley's a little
baby bite.
If we're actually, we've made this joke a couple times during this episode, but I think this is very much true. Ridley is the incel. That's Ridley. Incel. He is the incel. So King DeDeDe is just like a shitty monarch, but he's also dad bod loving you.
Yeah.
King Bowser is just an understanding parent actor trying to get his life together, trying to do what's best for his son. Ridley is an incel who specifically hates one woman for beating his ass and like has hold a grudge of his family and will constantly do whatever he can. He once said to Samus straight up, "I ate your mom, so I have your mom's DNA, so you should respect me."
That's not how eating people works. I don't know.
Possibility.
What else is there to say? Possibility. If you are Samus Aran, very possible. If you're a regular dude.
He hates Samus Aran. He's not doing it. He doesn't. He wants to murder her.
He's still trying to exactly. He's still trying to pursue her and to murder.
True. So if you're with Samus Aran, maybe he's gone to villages to loot and plunder, and he murders mostly everyone there. He likes killing more than he likes having those interactions. I also think that he is somebody who is, again, when we're going by his body type, and he is like 20 feet tall. So I think that this is a no for a lot of things for possibility. I'm giving this a 2.
It's a 1.
Yeah.
It's a 1.
That's fair. Honestly, I'm not even going to argue with this one. Attractiveness. I will say, if we didn't find out his fucking personality, he'd be a high up tier.
He'd be pretty high,
He'd be pretty high. But learning about his personality, which is an influence on attractiveness, this is my one.
Gotcha.
I don't fuck with racists, even space racists or incels.
I feel like my hesitation here is that I don't think I want to give him a 1 for whatever reason.
I guess that's fair. He is technically
incels should get a 1.
Incels should get a 1. I'm not, again, this is also, that's only with the manga. In the game, he's silent. He just hates Samus.
He just shuts the fuck up.
He shuts the fuck up, which he should do more often, and just tries to kill a woman. So if we're going by game standards, I guess I would give this a 3 to a 4.
I'm doing a 3 for sure.
If we're just going by game standards, I think I can't get past his manga personality that has now influenced him, and now I'm thinking about that. So it's gonna stay. I won't do a 1. Actually, I'll do a 2. That's as far as I'm willing to relent on this one. No, fuck it. Go back to a 1. No, fuck it. No, I'm not even gonna compromise this. No, fuck that.
Totally. All right. Audacity.
This is fucking audacious. This is humongously audacious. Like, he's in space. He's a space pirate.
Yeah.
He really only cares about killing Samus at a certain point and make big money. He's a sadistic bitch.
This is the true slaps your face with his dick.
Oh my god, yes. He's honestly doing that, and he's gonna keep doing that. He's not gonna stop doing this.
As a 1.
Yeah, I know we don't like to give more than 1 per monster.
I'll give it a 1.5 if we even want to do that.
No, I don't know. Genuinely, I think we could. This is one of those monsters that there's no feasible way that it can be any more than this. There are some one, we make the rules for the show because we can do whatever the fuck we want. So complain about it on Twitter and we're going to ignore you. No, but two, more mainly, there are just some monsters that while conventionally they may be attractive, once you learn more about them, you can't in good conscience rank them high.
The Metroid fandom wiki quote is the one where he's like, I ate your mom, so respect me. Like
that's, if you're starting off there.
The audacity of fucking that.
I think it's that a lot of monster fuckers, this is actually I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent, which we can cut out if we want to.
King.
Is that a lot of monster fuckers don't put in standards when they're monster fucking. They just like, this is hot, I'm going to rank this, and I'm going to do it hot, and don't put in fucking standards. This is an
actual animal, I'm going to fuck it.
Yeah, just because it's not human doesn't mean you should like be joking, like be like, I'm going to fuck that thing. Like, it's not. You got to put in some standards. You got it. Like, you can be like, I'm a degenerate, I want to fuck. Yeah, just because you're a degenerate doesn't make you a freak. Like,
makes me hate you.
It makes me hate you. You're not quirky. You're weird, dog. Like, that's just it. Like, there's a standard that we have to put, and I think we here at MFA keep that standard.
Sometimes. Also, Reggie feasibly.
What do you?
MA.
Reggie what is Reggie feasibly?
Reggie feasibly. Anyway.
What the fuck?
What was your audacity score?
This is also gonna be 1. I'm not. There's no way. There's fucking no way.
Parental acceptance.
I'm so tempted to say 0, dog. There's no fucking way. He would eat my parents.
I mean, we've said 0.5s before.
This is a 0.5.
So.
I'll be real. This is a 0.5. I don't care that Ridley's gonna be officially. I know right now Ridley's gonna be our official lowest ranked monster ever.
I hope so.
I think so. I think this is it, everybody. I'm listening to the scores. We have like 1s across, like 1s, 2s, 3s, a 0.5. This is not. If you're a Ridley stand, seek help.
Fuck you.
But also, I'm sorry, but also fuck you. Shion, we're gonna tweet at Shion. We're gonna add Shion and be like, yo, sorry.
Yeah, we're just gonna start stabbing you.
Next time Shion's on a Discord call.
All right, pause for math.
Joe, for the last time this episode, can you please tell us what you're thinking for the scores?
Just like guess?
Well, no guess, but like I know I said thinking. I think you were actually calculating all the scores. So
yeah. So Cleric, for the first time in 19 or 20 episodes, 1.1 for Ridley.
Like in total?
For me, that's the average.
Oh my God.
That's your average at 1.1. For me, it is a 1.4, which gives Ridley a 1.3.
This is our first one.
Lowest.
This is our first one.
Lowest scoring monster this season.
Oh my God. This is our first actual official one.
Fuck you, Shion.
Fuck you, Shion. And fuck you, Cass, for picking this. No,
this won't be all the listener picks, by the way.
Yeah.
We will. It's just because we know Shion.
Yes. Yeah. We know Shion, so we're being a little bit more mean, but Shion, we love you, but also fuck you for picking a dumbass fucking pick.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Use his soundbite. But Kaz, you picked a bad one. Maybe our listeners aren't right all the time. Yeah. All your listeners saying werebears were a bad idea, huh? Where are you at now?
Up.
Where are you at now with your listener picks? This show's harder than you thought, idiots.
May I go over everything now?
We can cut that bit over.
That was the raccoon feet licking Ridley.
I don't even think we should go by winner. Let's not even go by like winner first down. Let's just go that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so our winner today is a 6.3 Bowser King, actor, legend, golf star that I stole from Cleric.
Yeah, so this is a dual win because you snaked me.
Sure. Communism. I'll relent. King DeDeDe at the middle, 4.5, and then
I think
Ridley.
I think that's fair.
That's
King
fair.
DeDeDe is where it's at.
Fair. And Ridley at a stinking 1.3, all the way at the fucking bottom.
That's so fucking wild to me that we've like
it's
in
incredible.
20 episodes we've never had a 1 besides this.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be real. I don't think there's any other monster that deserves to be in 1 on our current list. On our current list, I even Baphomet, who I make fun of a lot, doesn't deserve to be at a 1.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This is a monster who I think truly deserves to be at a 1. Wow. That's just
well,
that's
we
just
did it.
wow. We did it. We did it. Reddit. Nintendo did it. All right. Well, with that, we're coming to the end of our little episode. Joe, it's been a lot of fun just being the two of us. You know, going back to our roots, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't want to say going back to our roots because if we were going back to our roots, we'd be doing 2 each.
God, never.
That would be
again.
horrendous. No, we're never doing that again. No, that was so stressful. But this has been a lot of fun. Joe, do you have any closing thoughts for us?
I'm hungry.
Oh my God, you fucking acid reflux bitch. As for me, for my closing thoughts, again, thank you to everyone on Ko-fi who supports us. We're able to get these cool, crisp, new mics. And I'd like to say, Nintendo makes some sexy ass shit, but they also make space racists. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Amen.
All right. Bye.
Bowser is the main antagonist of the Mario.
Mario.
All right.